Hi everyone, Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaale and today we are going to talk about New Year resolutions, or are we? I personally don't really believe in New Year resolutions, or you could also call it New Year goals, right? I don't believe in it because I feel like it's something that sets you up to fail. You will be extremely depressed if you don't reach your goals by the end of 2024. And you know, when you're chronically ill, life is unpredictable. Life is always unpredictable, but especially when you're chronically ill, because you never know if you're gonna spend 10% of the year in the hospital or 90% of the year in the hospital, or you know, whatever it's gonna happen. It's just so, and it's on a like, it's not even on a day-to-day basis. It's like for, you know, on an hour-to-hour basis that your life can change very dramatically when you do live with illness. So setting some kind of goals, you know, to be honest with you, you will almost 100% fail. It's just, and then you'll feel bad because you failed, but you'll also feel bad because you are sick, and then be like, oh, if I wasn't sick, I would have reached my goals, la 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 la, right? And so I don't make New Year resolutions. What I want to do instead, and I don't necessarily believe you have to do this around New Year, but sometimes it's a good idea to set some intentions. And I have decided to do that this New Year. So by setting intentions for 2024, instead of goals, I avoid the whole failure feeling when I do not reach those goals. Because honestly, every time I set goals, I never make it. At least not in the time period I thought I would. But by setting an intention for 2024, when you reach the end of that year, you can say, I did my absolutely best with the best intentions. And then that will be a success. So, do I have intentions for 2024? And I do have intentions, and I want to share a few of them with you, I want to share them with you. So my first intention surrounds my YouTube channel. I have an intention for 2024 to post more consistently on my YouTube channel, and I also have the intention of creating more reels and posting them on YouTube and also on Instagram. So by saying that is something that I have an intention to do, right? I have an intention to post more consistently and make more reels and so on. I don't really have a specific goal, like I have to post once a week or something like that. And therefore I have the intention to be more consistent and make more reels, but I won't fail if I don't live up to it, because it's the intention. And it's only the fact that I did my best, but at the same time didn't push myself over the edge. And, you know, also remembering to take care of my health, because that is the most important thing. And you know, let myself enjoy life now and then and everything. So I have an intention to do it, but if I don't end up posting more consistently in 2024, I didn't fail because it was an intention and I did the very best I could. And the same with the reels. I have an intention to post more reels. And because I don't have a certain number for how many reels I want to post, again, I have an intention and I will do my best. And therefore it will be a success no matter how many reels I actually manage to post. My second intention for the new year, 2024, is that I want to get better at my French. So last year I started to learn French, and I did it by podcast and with a little assignment book and stuff. And I went to Paris this past summer, and it actually went quite well with communicating like the main needs I had in French. I had to, when it became a little more complicated, I had to switch to English, but I actually, in my own opinion, of course, I didn't ask them down there, but I, in my own opinion, did really well. But I want to be really good at French. I want to be as fluent in French as I am in English. So I did practice my French a lot last year, but I had longer periods of time actually, where I didn't practice at all. And I wanna, my intention is to practice my French more consistently so that I don't forget what I learn and so that I can add on. And eventually I will be relatively good at French, at least. But again, by setting the intention, I will not reach the end of the year and feel like a complete and utterly failure. Because it's an intention. I don't have a specific goal. I'm not saying that I'm supposed to be able to have a fluent conversation with a French person in French, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I have an intention to be more consistent with learning French so that I don't forget what I already learned. And you know, I will probably end up, because I have the intention and I want to do it, by the way, I really enjoy doing it. I think it's really fun to learn. Then I'm pretty sure I will be even better next year at French. And if I'm not, then that's what it is, right? So yeah, that was my second intention for the year. My last intention, and yes, my last, I have 3, and that's because it's a really bad idea to set too many intentions for the year, because it can become very overwhelming and it's really hard to have the best intention with 100 different things. It's better to have the best intention with, in my case, 3 things. So I recommend not having too many intentions, but you know, maybe 3 to maybe 5, depending a little bit on your energy levels. But my last intention for 2024 is to be in nature more. So I absolutely love being in nature. It's healing for me, it's peaceful, and I don't know, you know, sitting at, you know, sitting nearby the ocean and looking at the waves and just, you know, look into the horizon and just realize how big the world is, and it's so much bigger than you. And you know, walking in the forest and just listening to the trees in the wind or something. There's something incredibly spiritual about it and peaceful about it. And I've always loved being in nature and being outside. But the last few years, I have had a hard time having the energy. I have focused more on getting better with my depression and anxiety and my ADD, and you know, getting back on track, getting back to work. And I haven't really been that good at taking a walk as much as I used to, and I want to get back to that. So I have an intention of allowing myself to take more time to go outside. And it doesn't have to be that I drive somewhere and, you know, to the beach or, you know, whatever, to a forest somewhere, whatever. Like it can also just be walking around the area where I live. We have a lot of great nature areas where I live, and that would be enough, right? So reminding myself, it doesn't have to be this big adventure where I have to go somewhere far away and see something new. It could also literally just be taking a walk outside and just be outside in the nature area we have where I live. And again, it's an intention. So if I don't make it because of fatigue and exhaustion, it's okay, right? It's okay. But when you set these intentions, when you say to yourself, this is my intention, you will, I believe, you will unconsciously start to prioritize these things more, because you're saying to yourself, this is my intention. Your brain and body will hear it, and I believe it will automatically become a priority for you. Unless, of course, I end up in the hospital again. But let's you know, If I have one hope for 2024, it's like not going to the hospital ever, not being admitted even for 2 hours this year. That would be really great. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and please let me know in the comments below what your intentions for 2024 is. I really hope that all of you came safe into the new year, and I hope you will all have an amazing and blessed 2024. And I will see you next time right here on my channel, The Art of Being Ill.